Man, you guys, it feels like it's my first time recording. I haven't recorded a video in a few weeks. So we are back at it today. This was Kylie's old room. We're ripping everything out. We tore the carpet out in here. We tore the nasty sliding closet doors out. Didn't really make it functional. We're replacing the hardware. We're gonna replace this window. It's a little bit rusty and it's probably not the most efficient. I think it's original from the house. So we just got a new window for that. A nice Pella replacement window that'll go in there. And then we're redoing all the trim because we're redoing the floors. So we're gonna go with squared off trim. Look a lot better. So while we're at it, there's no lighting in this room. So we're gonna add a ceiling fan that we picked up on a sale, and we just have to do some drywall work because we gotta wire it. So I appreciate the people that built this house that didn't put any wiring in. It's great. Would have cost a few more dollars, but now we do a little bit more work and make up for the stupid decision that they made. All right, so we have this Greenlee. Basically, it's a giant drill bit that goes on your impact driver, and it's nice and flexible. So in theory, we're gonna be able to drill all the way through from this access point to there, and then we'll do the same from there to there, and then we just drop it right down the stud to connect to the switch. That switch was already there from an outlet that was used as a switch. We won't be using that anymore. We're just gonna replace that outlet with a normal outlet. So this will be nice. We'll see how this works. First thing we're gonna do is bring this across here, and we'll pull the wire from there. And then this side will just drop down. So we'll obviously just leave some hanging there, and we'll start pulling it through this way. So we're gonna drill from here to here. All right, guys, so when I put it through the first time, it went out the back side there. It's kind of hard to get it to the right angle. I said, since whatever, I already have this open, I just cut it open and we'll mud that whole thing. And while I was doing that one right there, that thing just broke apart. I don't know if you're not supposed to use it with an impact driver, but that thing's gonna go back to the store. I'm just gonna open this up all the way and drill through each ceiling joist, and we'll just repair the ceiling after that. It's not a big deal. We're already doing the drywall work, so what's a few more square feet? So let's get to it. All right, so here's the change of plans. Just going all the way through. We're gonna do a little bit more drywall work, but it's there. We got the holes drilled with a regular drill bit, and we'll just drop it down through here, disconnect this, and connect it up to our power up here. And then, yeah, we'll get hanging on this, get some mud, get some mounting brackets up there, and then oh, a nice ceiling fan, it'd be great. All right, so I'm starting to cut out my drywall, just 1/2 inch stuff here. It's not completely wired up yet, but it's pulled through. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this drywall up. We're gonna get some 5-minute mud on here, get these gaps filled, so tomorrow we can start working this drywall and get it sealed up. All right, so we got all these patches up. Now let me show you what we're gonna do with this 5-minute mud is we're gonna patch. We're just basically gonna fill these holes in. Could have been a little bit more precise than that, but we'll fill it in. And here, there's a huge deviation because this manufactured home or modular home, it's not a double wide, it's a house, but built in pieces. And they kind of foam every joist with that spray foam stuff. And so it's pushing this out. So this is gonna have to be like super filled in and floated. It's the same drywall. It just pushes, that foam pushes that drywall down. It's kind of crazy. We'll work this though. It's gonna have to take a little bit of time. We'll get it right. But everything else looks pretty good. Let's get those cracks filled in. All right guys, I am using the mud and more mix bowl. We're using 5-minute mud, so I gotta hurry. But this thing is super awesome. Tells you how to mix it the right way. I'm losing time. Now I only got like 4 minutes and 30 seconds. We're just gonna be using this sticky fiber tape on all the gaps. On the corner, we're gonna use paper. All right guys, we have the roof all mudded. It's all finished and you can't even tell that we were even in there. The wall's all done. The ceiling is painted, so that is good to go. The miss is gonna come in here now and hammer out these walls. It's gonna be the gray, and then this small wall over here is gonna be a, I think, blue or green accent wall. So that's good. We'll get the smoke detector back up, get this ceiling fan mounted right there, and then we just have a new LED closet light that's gonna go right there where the existing one was. It was kind of one of those fluorescent ones that kind of sucks, barely turns on and really doesn't provide much light. So got new lights in here. We'll have a fan, which would be good because this room gets really hot. It has the 8-foot baseboard heat here, and when the door is closed, this thing gets cooking in here, especially because it's the first one on the run. And then our addition is not running heat yet, so these rooms are trying to pump out the heat to get the thermostat out in the kitchen at the right temperature. So it's kind of overheated right now, but still the fan will help circulate that. Bam! Just like that, we have a ceiling fan and a light that doesn't really do much. So we brought the LED light in here. We're gonna get painting. We're gonna do the gray first. It's the same gray as the kitchen, so we're gonna do that. We don't have to worry. If we do the gray first, we don't really have to worry about the corner seeping over because the darker color will just cover it up when that's dry. So I'm gonna cut in and she's gonna do the rolling on the bottom. And let's cover these nasty tan walls with all the boogers and writing over it. All right, guys, so I've been dreading this for a while. We stopped the laminate flooring in here, and we're going all the way through. And today's the day we're gonna move on. And 4 of these pieces got damaged, so we just ripped back, which is definitely a pain in the butt. But we're gonna get through it. Right now, I guess before we clean up, we're gonna do our undercuts for going into these other rooms. Let's go check out the paint in Tucker's room. It's dry, it looks good. I think I'm happy with the color. The missus is happy, so let's go see it.
Did you want to talk? No. That's it.
So you could use an undercut saw for this. We're just using an oscillating tool. It's going kind of slow because this is a finish blade, but it should give us a nicer cut. This is definitely a lot easier and more precise than using an undercut tool. Those things are frickin', you'll be all over the place jerking that thing around, you know what I'm saying? All right, so in this floor, we are doing obviously the full plank or length of the board, and we're going, so obviously 4 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 feet, and we're continuing that, and around this corner, now it's continuing with this, and coming into here, we basically set it back, so we staggered this back to be in the same order, okay? These back 2-foot pieces here, we just left those 2-foot pieces, no seams, but we'll continue this staggered back. So we'll just measure from here to where we want our joint to be and then continue on from there. And then it should all be in order over here. So let's get to it. All right, guys, we just got this flooring all finished up last night. Over here at this baseboard heat, kind of a pain in the butt, but we got it done. What we did was sliding it in, tapping it down, and then we were able to put our pull bar way back in there, and it looks pretty darn clean. You can barely tell that there's even a gap in there, so pretty happy with it. I think Tucker's happy. So I gotta go pick up some trim. We have some trim for this window that we need to trim out. These doors are gonna have to be custom ordered, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But we're gonna get the trim done where we can without the doors, and then we're gonna start on a custom closet build for this little guy. We're gonna do, I think, 4 shelves on this side, 2 on here with a closet rod, just unfinished wood. Should be pretty nice. I'll try to drop the link over here. I appreciate you guys watching our videos. Make sure you drop down below, hit that like and subscribe button.